lot's changed in the real estate world over the last 10 years. One of those things being the broker model that we are looking at and seeing the growth behind. While the franchise model absolutely revolutionized the industry, the cloud-based model is taking the industry to a whole other level. The ability to collaborate globally without having a lot of red tape to cut through with an independent brokerage style model with the cloud-based addition is absolutely next level. I'm going to tell you how you can build a global brand and why it is so important to your business moving forward. Stay tuned. What's up, guys? I'm Jeremy Kane with eXp Realty and the Wolfpack. I am so excited to bring this to you as I am living the ability to scale globally currently right now as eXp expands into over 25 countries. I think we're going into 29 with the previous 3 released. And I am so excited to talk to you about the global growth and how it has changed my perspective on my entire real estate business. So stay tuned. While you're here, please like, comment, subscribe. I tell you all about how to grow your business organically, how to absolutely crush. I am still in production, so I'm not that coach guru who's, out of production. My hair is gray, but I'm not the blue-haired broker telling you what to do. If you like any of that, or you're here for, the global branding piece for the first time, please like the video. And if you would like to get more information on all things real estate and growing your business and helping you win every single day at the game of real estate, subscribe to the channel. But for now, let's dive into this global expansion that absolutely changed my perspective on my entire business. So certainly, the franchise model, giving access to a global, like-kind brand that everyone could kind of plug into, pay for, all the things, was absolutely next level, right? Expanded, felt like something, a brick and mortar, a little bit, congested. You're always competing with the same brokers in your same office in the same communities. Well, that, kind of took the world by storm. Real estate agents were finally allowed to have a global brand to attach to it and absolutely, gave them access to what felt like a global group. But the truth is, with the franchise model, as we see today, the independent owners and the different ownership and the different things, because every, while a franchise model in general is like, okay, here's the box, you open the box, you put it up, you run the business. With the real estate industry, with different laws and different regulations and all the things, it gets a little bit, choppy. So as a franchise model, then you throw in the different ownerships and all of a sudden you're here. The difference truthfully being that all of the people above the franchise ownerships or the franchisees need to get paid, right? That's part of that. So regardless of where you're at, let's say you're at XYZ brokerage, there's obviously the ownership at the top, then the international owners, then the regional owners, then the local owners, and then the, market owners, market center owners. And so as you kind of break that out, there's a lot of people that need a piece of the pie based on, selling those franchises and all of that. And then once we get to this point, the market center operators have to hire staff, they have to have the brick and mortar, they have to have all these things. And so as you can see, then the money needs to come down, right? So we have some models, some franchise models have turned into profit share. They have a little bit of a residual, piece, a bite of the pie. But the truth is, once everybody above gets their money and once everybody in between gets their money, what's left for the profit shareholders is a little bit less than desired. So why are they struggling now? Well, first of all, technology is advancing at a crazy rate. And so the, need to have a brick and mortar location, we can literally go to a coffee shop or in our own homes and have access to the internet, the MLS, all the things, the contract softwares, everything that used to be something that was centralized. We had to go to the office. We had to, copy the files or fax the files, and the home office truly has expanded, which has allowed for that brick and mortar kind of piece to kind of go by the wayside as an absolute must within your business as a real estate agent. So that's why they're kind of struggling a little bit. Also, the adherence to the global brand rules within, and then add on the local rules within the real estate commissions and all of that. It's a little bit harder to kind of continue to stem out because you have so many people, you have so many rules. And so as we're talking about this, you're like, okay, well, how's that going to work? So along comes the cloud-based revenue share models, right? Allowing for independent brokerages to use, the cloud and different, softwares to eliminate overhead. Right? At EXP, we're able to have about 2,000 agents in the United States helping and serving our agents, but they're able to serve multiple states. They're able to do a little bit different things because they can do it from the privacy of their own home through the internet, which has obviously been around for a long time. So this has allowed, things to exponentially grow with these cloud-based models, which EXP was the very first one that took off. So there's no franchise, boundaries. There's no fragmented ownership. There's nobody that really needs to get paid. The executives here, the staff, obviously, and then the agents are the owners. So a lot of people call EXP a pyramid scheme. There's not much more to the word pyramid than having ownership at the top, international owners here, a few more regional owners, some more, local ownership, franchisees, and then the agents, right? If you kind of dole that out by the amount of people, it looks very much like a pyramid where you do have two big blocks stacked, but with the agents being equity owners of the company at EXP, the agents have a lot more say in the decisions that are made and so on. Now, certainly there's, the corporate, there is, decisions that are handed down, obviously with the NAR lawsuits and all of that. There was a lot of great corporate leadership that came out of my brokerage, but the cloud-based model was really the reason, right? We're able to get information out as quickly as possible. We're able to, there's not a bunch of people that need to approve how we roll it out. The CEO is rolling out, systems and processes and procedures and standard operating procedures, and then the agents get them. There's not a lot of franchisees that need, my money here and there. Like, it just doesn't happen that way. So that was an absolute game changer when it came to some of the quick changes that needed to be made as a result of the NAR settlement. And so as we talk about this growth internationally and, EXP opening in Peru and Egypt and Turkey over the last, 3 weeks, it's going to be into 2025. They announced that these would be open. I've actually had the opportunity to meet with the leaders who are opening the Turkey market, right? And this is something that's really cool. While we do have the time differences, we're able to hop on a video conference call, which is the norm across the board nowadays, and have a conversation about how that's looking. Well, just so happens I had an agent within my sphere that I, realized was from Turkey and who has some great connections there. And I was able to talk to her about that. She's in California. Myself and her sponsor are here in Colorado, and we were able to collaborate and be like, okay, this is something that we could really take advantage of. Does it make sense to move your business to this brokerage to get you plugged into this global opportunity in your native country? And at the end of the day, it absolutely did that. But now, as being a part of that process and being able to, see what it's like opening countries and on the front end and all the things and all the people that need to be a part of that, it's absolutely amazing. And so when you're talking about that, it's obviously next level. When you're opening up countries with partners, that's a really good position to be in. Will there be headaches? Will there be some issues? I'm sure as they roll out models, as the country's kind of real estate industry evolves and so on, there will definitely be some of that. But being a part of that is something that's not even, a idea in my brain, before this, kind of international opportunity rolled itself out. And what's that mean, right? And people all the time are like, well, I like going to the office and being around energy and so on. Being a part of the Wolfpack, I have friends, literally some of my best friends to this day are now spread out throughout the country, right? Agents that are absolutely crushing it, new agents, and everything in between where we're able to connect, right? People feed off the energy. Well, we're on Zoom calls. I know it's a little bit different, but we're able to build those relationships. We're able to collaborate. It's a true collaboration because there is no secrets. While some of us are in same locales and things like that, certainly there's always that, well, should I really give away all that information? Within the Wolfpack, the culture from top down absolutely is giving everything away. And so giving our agents the confidence to be able to say, okay, there are no secrets, dropping that barrier, allowing you to collaborate across your own brokerage within different revenue, downlines and those kind of things, but also with other agents in your market, right? We gave a presentation at a local real estate event here, and somebody from a different brokerage who I'm friends with, said it's crazy to me to see what you guys were doing. It was 3 people within my group. And he said, it's not anything about, join us, come do this. It's more like, hey, this is what we offer. We certainly would love to serve you and help you, but we don't need you. We don't need to have you, but if you need us, we'd be happy to welcome you into the family. And that is how it is across the board in our international organization. I can pick up this phone, I can send a quick text message, I can call somebody, ask them a question. Hey, how did this go when you did this? Or, have you ever thought about opening a podcast studio that you can, rent out, or, those things? You're able to talk on an entrepreneurial level completely different, right? Not to mention the support that comes from, hey, have you ever seen this in a transaction? While certainly we all have different state laws and we all have different things, a lot of our job as real estate agents happen on the marketing side, right? So what's happening in your market? Your market is usually a little bit ahead of ours. How's that working? Here's this idea I have. Can we both try and incorporate it? And can we see if it works for our production business? All of those things are conversations that I've had in the last week with agents within the Wolfpack who I would have never known had I not taken a chance on this national and global brokerage. And so that's exactly what the culture looks like and the ability to expand, right? The next thing that people tell me is, okay, well, EXP has kind of hit their critical mass. They've been hanging out between 85 and 90,000 agents for a few years now since the pandemic. And the truth is, that's a more incredible stat than you think. With the amount of agents who have gotten out of the industry, with all of the competitors that have come on, EXP has stayed extremely level, right, over the last 3 years. A lot has changed in the last 3 years, like the pandemic and, all the things. The real estate market was, you walk out your door and a buyer lead or a seller lead would hit you in the face. Now it's a little bit different, right? A little bit more stable, normal market. And so the fact that so many agents have left the industry, the fact that we have copycat brokerages and people trying to replicate our revenue share model, which to this day, there is no replication. EXP is 100% the only exit strategy. I've talked to people at all the other brokerages and they actually admit this as well. But the truth is that we've stayed pretty substantial, right? When most brokerages have, seen a downturn, some of the newer startup revenue share models that, came off the back legs of EXP have seen an increase. But the problem is they started at such a low number that that's not really relevant either, because you're going to grow as you spread into markets and so on. But the fact that EXP at a critical mass of agents has stayed relatively stable is pretty impressive. And now comes that global expansion. Now comes an entire market that no one's ever heard of our model. We're tailoring the model to be competitive in that market to the other traditional franchises that are there. And we are absolutely going to go in there and we're going to provide those services, right? We're going to help build that, country on the front lines and help, understand exactly how we can help impact more people, right? If I can teach agents in Turkey how to implement some of my sphere of influence models and some of, my partners' CRM models and all the things, then we can absolutely start affecting more people globally, which is absolutely the goal, is have impact on as many people as possible. So the global growth, not only within the Wolfpack, but within the eXp Realty model, is absolutely unmatched. If you are interested in being a part of this growth, if you love that cultural diversity and inclusion and want to be around like-minded people, I guarantee you will not find a group of more like-minded people if you are looking to win every single day at the game of real estate than you will right here at the eXp Wolfpack. But the best part is we're not in competition. We're collaborators by nature, and we are absolutely taking this world by storm. So if you like what you heard, please like, comment, subscribe. There is a link below if you do want to talk about the, possibilities of joining our global group. You can book a call with me down below. Or if you just have a question about real estate, want to jam out, there's a Realtor Game Plan call link below as well. Look forward to helping you, serving you. If you're listening on the podcast, please share this with your favorite real estate agent. And let's get another win today, no matter where you're at on the globe. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.